Hey, have you ever seen those students that, like the day before the test, they cram all the information they just learned from that semester into one day so they can prepare for the test, so they can get a good grade, and then the next day after, like just right after the test, they get rid of all that information they just soaked up. It's This is not healthy and it's not learning. Um, that is what I think is wrong with the schools in our day, is that students, they're just learning to get good grades. They don't go to school to learn, they do it to get good grades, get good so they can get a good GPA, get a good scholarship. It's all competition based, and there's no learning in that. I myself, I do the same thing. I just want to get a good grade, and it's very hard for me to learn because it's just the way the program's set up is just we need to get good grades. So, and we have so much other stuff going on. We have other responsibilities, jobs, whatever. That's just filling up our minds, and we don't have that much time to learn. And one thing I think that can really change that is grades. That we should have no grades. I don't think that schools should have grades, because instead students will be going to school because they want to learn instead of going to school because they need to get a good grade. There's an analogy that I heard from a podcast. There's two flocks of chicken. One flock was called the super chicken flock. They had the best chickens that laid the most eggs, and all the chickens that laid the most eggs were put in one flock. And then the other flock, just the normal hens, and were there. And after a few years, they observed what happened to these hens. In the super chicken flock, some of them kill each other. Like, they were not doing good. They were not producing eggs. They were just in chaos. And in the normal hen flock, the hens were doing just fine. They were producing great. Everything was going smoothly. I think that is our problem, is that schools are making students so competitive that we hit each other down. Instead, we should be working together. And I think grades are the way to do it. Grades, no grades, but grades that are based on participation, effort, enthusiasm, and progress. And I think those four things will help students learn better.